Faze Rain just dropped a video laying the groundwork for a major expose on Faze Clan. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we've all been taken by surprise over the last 24 hours as Faze Rain has come out with some pretty cryptic things to say about Faze Clan as a whole. Now, a lot of the things that Faze Rain has to say in this video we're going to be going over today very heavily aligns with what Tfue was saying a couple of years ago when he was leaving Faze and was trying to get out of his contract.
This is fucking bullshit.
Faze Rain has said that he's going to be making a part 2 to this video, going into detail when he's allowed to, letting us know exactly what kind of stuff has been going on behind the scenes since day one. But for now, all we know is we have multiple Faze Clan members that have come out in a very short period of time, relatively speaking, saying negative things about the way Faze Clan treats their valuable members. Tfue being one of their most valuable members to date, because he was a professional Fortnite player. And Faze Rain also being one of their most valuable members to date. I mean, he's a majority shareholder along with a couple of the others. Faze Rain also details in this video how much of a frustration it's been dealing with corporate entities that have started to dip their fingers into Faze Clan as a company, obviously because it's shown earning potential. I can only imagine that creating a vision for 15 years on end off of nothing but sheer entertainment and joy and love of the craft, and then all these corporate controlling entities come in acting like they have your best interest in mind, taking the position of shot caller, telling you and your team what to do, and then you, the creator, having to take the brunt of it if something ever goes wrong. I can only imagine that would be quite frustrating. Anyways, me talking, let's see what Rain has to say.
So I'm making this video so I at least can explain some things before I go into detail for detail. I know a lot of people are saying, you're milking this, just tell us already, just tell us already. This is a decade-long problem, man, with a lot of legal shit around it. So now it's turned into multiple problems. It's not just the initial problem I had in the beginning, it's a lot deeper than that. And yes, I'm gonna say this now because they're probably gonna try to say, well, he's only doing this because we owe him money and he's mad. They do owe me money, yes, and they haven't taken care of me, yes, and the money that I bought the Counter-Strike team for, it took them 6 years to pay me back, yes, I never got a dollar or brand deal, yes, that's all true. They're gonna say that, and that is a frustration of mine, but I obviously held that in for years. I held that frustration in for years, and it was never the reason that I was gonna do this or speak publicly, because if they just owed me money, I would have handled it a different way. This is a lot deeper than that, and a lot of my brothers don't see the actual issue here. They are being taken advantage of. I have to be careful with what I say. So it's, yes, I did get fucked over, but that's not it. And what made me think about it is like, dude, if I'm one of the biggest shareholders, I'm one of the founders, I'm one of the main people of this brand, and they're gonna fuck me over, like, who else won't they do that to? And when I said, like, it's easier to sit back and take the money, I didn't make one. It's not what I mean, but I do have shares that are worth money right now. Who knows what the future holds, right? Who knows what the future holds? I just don't feel like this is a very halal interaction. I don't feel like this is very transparent, safe, honest. I don't feel none of that. It's a lot of like reassurance of stuff that's never gonna come true, and every single person knows that, but they still fall for it.
So wow, like 60 seconds of footage and he has already listed off so many things that have been illegally done to him. Obviously he'll never see any repercussions done to the people that, you know, did those things to him, because what's he gonna do, take Faze Clan to court and all the greasy old corporate fucks that are in charge of it now? It's just honestly really sad to see how much these people are taken advantage of and how in distress even like people in such high positions like Faze Rain. Like, obviously we know the guy's been a part of the organization for going on 15 years now. He's one of the OGs that most people would think about when they think of Faze Clan, and even he's in pure distress right now trying to figure out this situation and at least let his fans know what's going on a little bit.
Out of like reassurance of stuff that's never gonna come true, and every single person knows that, but they still fall for it. I don't know why. It's the corruption in the background. It's people that get involved that aren't part, like, they're not like us, bro. And that's the reason I'm fighting so hard, is because I'm fighting for the future me's. People that are like me, people that sacrifice their life, their childhood to do this shit and to build this shit. They deserve what comes, not the fucking people that were talking shit about us 10 years ago saying you guys are wasting your time, then come in now and own most of the shit and give themselves what they want, take advantage of us because we're dumb and young and don't know business like that. I don't want that to happen to you guys. I want to learn that lesson. I want to take the L, which I already did, by the way, and teach you guys about it. That's what I've said about everything, with my injury, with everything in life. Every L I've took, I try to spread the wisdom that I got from that to y'all. That's why I do all this, and I feel like it should show more because I'm a big shareholder and I'm willing to give it all up for this, because I care, because I genuinely care about Faze. I care about what it did for the community. I care about how it just opened up so many doors for a lot of people for different things. I think it's beautiful, and I want it to always mean that. I don't want these people to come in and ruin the brand that I sacrificed my childhood for. I don't want people to come in and just milk it and do collab after collab that do bad, by the way, but it's just like they think the logo has a fan base, like the logo is a person. Everyone's like, oh my god, I can't wait to see the logo. No, the logo represents a collection of people that make people feel a certain way. That's what the logo was. like, they don't get this shit. They're not from our world. They don't consume our content. They don't feel the same way we feel. They don't really care about our fans. They're numbers to them.
So like I said earlier on, he's fairly cryptic in this video. He doesn't actually reveal too much. He just kind of alludes to a lot of things. If you guys want to check that video out in its entirety for yourselves, I will leave the link down below. But I want to quickly touch on something that I'm sure a lot of people are going to use against Faze Rain in this situation, and that's his past with drugs. Now, I'm sure a lot of us know that back in 2020, Faze Rain was going through a pretty turbulent time in his life, to say the very least. He ended up getting a crippling condition, like unironically crippling. I don't know if that was related to the drug addiction that actually transpired in his life in 2020, but that is something else that ended up taking place in his life as well, was a pretty heavy drug addiction. And that's going to be something I'm sure members of Faze are going to use to try and discredit Faze Rain in this situation. It is incredibly easy to control a narrative, and it's because a lot of people that are consuming this kind of content, this kind of drama, they are brain dead. I'm calling it right now. That's going to be something that somebody ends up saying, oh, what are you on drugs again, Rain? Are you using drugs? Is that why you want more money from us? I'm calling it right now, because Faze Clan is going to be very aware of the fact that anybody looking at this from the outside is just going to be a brain dead individual that completely lacks capabilities of critical thought and is just going to believe whatever the majority of people are saying. Faze is very aware of these things, and that's why I'm calling the fact that they're probably going to try and use some really cheap tricks in the next little bit. Faze Rain also came out with something very interesting to say on his Instagram story the other day, saying, have a feeling I'm not going to be alive much longer, so I gotta tell everyone everything before it's too late. Before going on to claim in a video that he is not on drugs, which I do believe. He clearly looks sober. I'll let you guys be the judge of that, but personally I believe he's not on drugs. I'll go ahead and show you guys that video now.
I feel the need to make this little sober check so y'all don't think I'm on drugs, because I don't blame y'all, man. The last time I was like typing on my story in 2020, like I was for sure on a lot of drugs, so I don't blame y'all if y'all thought that, but I'm just here to let y'all know I'm not. Compare my eyes, compare the way I'm talking. If you compare it to those like videos back in 2020, oh bro, that shit was crazy. Whenever I see like clips, I'm like, yo, he's on so much drugs, it's not even funny. For all the people saying like, yo, just say it, I want to so damn bad. You guys have no idea. There's so many reasons I haven't, obviously to do with a lot of legal reasons and the whole like, you know, threatening my life reasons, even though I'm not like, bro, don't trip on that. I just had to say that out there just in case.
So obviously, like I said before, I believe he's sober. He does not look like he's on drugs. Believe me, this is coming from somebody who has been around a lot of that environment growing up. I don't think this man is on drugs. This looks like a sober individual. It is definitely a little strange that he's going out and saying stuff like, oh, if I end up dead, you know what I mean? Like that's a little strange, definitely a little bizarre behavior, but he is dealing with and saying a lot of negative things about a very large company, so I can understand the concern a little bit, I guess. But like, let's be real, dude. The guys you grew up with and formed Faze with are really gonna, like, you know, hire an independent contractor to come kill you or something? Like, I don't know. It seems a little far-fetched. It seems a little paranoid. Anyways, fellas, that is pretty much the entire situation so far. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. If you are new around here, consider subscribing and turning notifications on. Check out the comments and the description below for my Twitter. And with all that out of the way, I'm out of here. Peace.